Hello, welcome to the Heart of Success show. I'm your host Larissa Vakulina. I go live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. South Australian time zone. Here I'm sharing with you my own personal experiences of overcoming crises and traumas and conflicts, and also sharing with you little method tips, strategies, how you too can create a very happy, fulfilled life that is under full regulation and control from your side. Most of us used to, or most of us living in a space of constantly worrying about external reality. It's done artificially for us. From every corner, we're hearing different news that are dividing us. All this different information that are coming from different sources, from social medias, TVs, newspapers, and things. Every day, it takes us out of the moment now. It actually painting the picture that has nothing to do with reality. But we are being an emotional beings. We are reacting. We are having this tendency to take one side, or we have the other side, and we judge and we blame, and we constantly finding ourselves in emotional imbalance, in emotional swings of reacting to this news and different informational manipulative points that are surrounding us every day, every moment of our life. Well, then the issue of being present in a moment is so critical, and it is so important. And I can hear a lot of questions from my clients about how do we actually manage to stay in the moment. It is really difficult in an environment which is actually designed not to allow us to stay in the moment. It is designed to take us out of that moment and paint in the picture of some sort of future that we need to be afraid of. It is inviting us into this space of worrying about our future lives and about our future existence. And all of these things are so hard to overcome, to actually place yourself in that very stable moment of being with yourself, breathing, and having this sense of groundness, the sense of peace, the sense of knowing that all is okay and all is good. So we need to learn how we can actually move from that emotional disturbance, from that field that is constantly moving and shaking, into this moment now, and internally anchor ourselves into the moment now. Each moment you anchoring yourself into this core, the core of yourself that is actually holding your body together. It holds your anatomy together. And that's where most of us having difficulty, because we consider ourselves being a physical body. We don't really see and feel and accept that we have a multidimensional anatomy that is having different subtle bodies that our body sits in. And that's what really the designers of this reality is focusing on. They designed to actually break this, invade the boundary of these subtle bodies. And no wonder why our physical bodies are not really having great health. Our emotional body, our psychological body, the mental body, the spiritual body, everything is out of balance, everything is misaligned, and that's what creates these distractions. It is distracts us from our main purpose, the purpose of living happy, joyful, healthy life, and be able to create freely the life you want, create beauty, create harmony, create love, create kindness, and all of this grand purpose. That's really what we are born for. But because we are invaded through the energy field by destructive energies of information which has nothing to do with truth and reality, and it invades our multidimensional anatomy of the energetic subtle bodies, and it creates blockages and fearful time capsules and all the distorted and really it's harming us. And then it is so hard to actually have all of this beautifully designed, divine, integrated anatomy of who we really are to actually make whole, make one light system, and be in the moment with all the dimensions aligned, with all the levels of who we are, to be in the intention of creator, in the intention of excitement and intention of creative impulse, and be able to organize yourself the way that you use each dimension for your benefit to create the life you really want. It's not only the focus of the mind, it is many different multi-dimensional faculties that we all have to utilize in an optimal, effective, constructive, divine way, so that all our goals and all our ideas and all our intentions are actually manifesting very quickly in our life. And being in a moment, learning how we can live in a moment is one of these steps that really important to learn in the beginning of that integrated process. So, as I said, we are intentionally taken out of this moment and out of balance, so that we don't have time, space, ability to actually analyze in a truthful way and in a truthful light what really is happening externally, outside of us. That's why we constantly, we are held out there. We spending and wasting our emotions and our energy on clinging to different news and concepts and all this divisive news every day. So I invite you to really seriously look at this issue and start to make decision for yourself, because really we are facing much more harder time. We are facing much more harder, deeper crisis than it is right now. We just think, well, what else can be worse than what we are already experiencing? But it's gonna be, because we need to clear up, we need to heal everything that is now creating this discord, this disturbance, this pains and anger, and all of the very destructive, distorted, painful, aggressive actions that we are seeing everywhere in all areas of our lives, in education and politics, in governments, in health industry, in wellness industry, everywhere we see in the division. And that's what really is affecting us to live in a moment, because in the moment, there is no division. There is only unity, unity of your own divinely created, integrated anatomy as a unit of light with all the universal light and with all the lights of other people. That's how we connect. And if we waste our energy, and if we emotionally constantly every day reacting on some certain news or some certain happenings that happen somewhere, well, we don't have chance to actually align with all the people that are already achieved that state of living from moment to moment to moment, and be in that moment and assess and evaluate and analyze external happening in a very constructive and truthful way. And these people are around. Many people are awakening. They working through. They have this internal work, and they are constantly constantly having intention to be aware of what's going on, and they making constructive honest decisions. If they just fall back into the emotional reaction, they recognize it. They know they humans, they have emotions like everyone else, but they forgive themselves, and they move forward. They accept that they have some limitations, but they put intention in the front of them, saying, okay, I'm human being and I'm learning from all of this process, and I'm forgiving myself. There's another issue about forgiveness. A lot of my clients asking, well, I can't forgive. How can I forgive? Well, you don't you only need to have intention to forgive. You only need to have this internal desire, and saying to yourself, I'm willing to forgive. I'm willing to forgive only 1%, only 1% of that person that is actually created a lot of pain for me. I don't know how to forgive this person, but I'm willing to open up that 1%, intentionally forgiving this person. You don't need to do anything else, because we have help right now from universe on any level. And if you open that little space for forgiveness, only 1%, the rest is up to our creator. The rest is up to our source. It's gonna to see your intention, and it's gonna to help you in every step of your life. Well, this is really, really important. And that is one of the prerequisites to live in a moment. I also going to share with you a very simple exercise that also can quiet the mind, can transform your mind from worry, from all of these perpetuating problems that the mind is constantly creating from a little discomfort that you have with someone in relationship, with in professional life, with your boss, with your friend. If there is some discomfort, the mind is picking up this discomfort and seeing it as a threat for you, and then it starts to create the drama, and then it's more and more and more, and that little discomfort can become a huge catastrophe in your life because mind likes to create this. Well, then we need to learn with mind and know how we can shift it from this place of catastrophe into the place of the moment, into the place of being grounded in the moment, in a place of being inside of your divine anatomy. Feel this one knot of the core energetic presence that is actually holding all of your anatomy in place, and start to work with this process. So the 5-minute exercise that I'm going to offer for you, it's actually here. Let me just put it on my screen. So if you go into this link, you can download it. It only has 3 steps to get you from that catastrophe, the stress, the pain, the demanding, blaming, destructive, aggressive mind. Only takes 5 minutes, and it takes 3 steps for you to be able to shift that in a moment. And then when you learn this process, you can train yourself to stay in the moment all the time. And how amazing it is to use everything that you are given, all of your multidimensional faculties and abilities to actually be a strong, powerful, self-regulating being that is actually molding the reality for your own life, and you actually affecting others in the same way. Once you start to do this process, you automatically inviting everyone around you to do the same. You don't even need to tell them by words. You already doing it because we are all connected in this energetic field, and they will feel your vibration, your energy. They will feel that little opening of the forgiveness, acceptance, self-compassion. They would feel these vibrations and they will become curious. And once you are in a moment, once you out of that emotional reaction and stress and all this overthinking process, which is building and building catastrophes all the time, every day, each day, every moment, well, then you would be able to see it from that real place of the truth. And then when you are in the moment, you have more than you're more than able to see the reality in a truthful sense. You're more than capable of making resolutions for anything that you believed you could not manage externally, you could not cope, you could not deal with. So you would be able to face any crisis or any stress or any conflict with that grounded, being in the moment attitude that will help you to navigate through these painful times and through the conflicting times with grace, forgiveness, with honesty. So please download this little resource that can be just placed near you on your desk, or you can have it with you. And it takes only 5 minutes. And also, if you start to do it every day, you will start to reprogram your anatomy, because as anywhere else, as we go to gym and we build our muscles, as we go to the studying and learning, we build our mental body, mental muscles. Well, it is the same. We need to build the muscles of our emotional compass. We need to build and tune into this compass of the most reliable navigation system, because it's so sad that we're not using it fully. It is so sad that we only using little parts of ourselves, of this creative power. uh, we only use it, I don't know, like 20% or even less. Why do we do that? We are fully, totally equipped to use everything that we are given, and we given so much. We given amazing power to manifest and create as the creator does. We have the same capacity. So why don't we use it constructively? Why don't we use it with all our excitement? So I know, I know there's so much of the destruction happening around. There's so much fear going on around with each news, with each sharing on just media, with all the newspapers and things, and all the politicians, what they saying and what they claiming and what they creating. So it is hard, but we have to do it. Otherwise, we're not going to survive this storm. The storm is coming. It's already here. We are inside of it, but it's going to be a bit more shaky. So I'm inviting you to start, take a little steps. It's really not that hard. When we are clinging to the stress and we thinking that somehow we are in control, we thinking, well, this is the reality. I lost my job. I don't know what to do. I'm in stress. I just don't know what to do. And then when you actually cling to this stress, you're not helping at all, because you are shutting yourself from being able to see the resolution of it. Yes, you can apply for the job and things, but you can actually, by focusing your mind and aligning all of your divine integrated anatomy, to attract the job to yourself without even running around and blaming someone or yourself, judging someone or judging yourself and criticizing yourself. I'm not good enough. I'm an idiot. I lost the job. But this is not working at this time. If in the past it was enough for us to go to university, to obtain some skills, to learn professional knowledge. Well, right now we are in a space where we are required a bit more. Not only that professional skill or the tasks that we learned from educational institutions, we now are required to actually utilize all of our divine capacities and divine faculties that are inbuilt in us. So we are in this storm. We are in this reality now that no one gonna be not feeling it. Everyone will have the effect of this shift and transformation that we now all going through. And this is a really great invitation for you to start to ask questions. And if you constantly in stress, if you are constantly thinking that by stressing around you helping yourself to control your life, well, then drop that concept, because it is make your life and make that particular situation worse. It's gonna to go deeper, and the universe gonna to bring you more of what you worry about, bring you more what you're stressing about. So the invitation is, extract yourself from that external trembling and shaking. Find your quiet place. Start to breathe. Breathing is given to us to regulate our energy. Start to feel your core, the core, which is located just 2 fingers below your belly button. That's where the energetic core that holds all your multidimensional being together. It holds your physical body. So start to give yourself very quiet, silent time. Breathe. Accept that you are giving up to the all manipulative realities. Accept the state and accept that you are allowing yourself to be taken out of your balance. Accept it and stay in this and breathe through this acceptance. And then in a few minutes time you would start to feel more grounding happening. The energy will start to stabilize. You will start to feel how the energy is traveling through your multidimensional being with much more supportive way. And then you sit in this state and also accept it and believe that now you are in the moment. Nothing outside is affecting you when you're sitting in that moment in your core. You only feel yourself. You feel your energy flowing through you. You feel your breathing supporting you. And then slowly shift your mind into thinking and moving towards what you would like your life to be like. What's the solution? Ask a question. What possibly the solutions in front of me that I'm not seeing because I was in a stressful state? Well, right now I'm sitting in my core, and what the solutions that I can now see. And for sure, I'm guaranteeing you gonna to have at least 2, 3, if not 5 or more solutions that will come to you because you're allowing a greater intelligence work through you because you're in a moment. And that's how it works. When you're not in a moment, it doesn't. You only having circulating your own ideas and your own belief system that is really limited, and you go and circulating through this limited loop of your perpetuating negative perception. Once you in a moment, that's where you open up to that greater intelligence. You open up yourself to receive many different possibilities and resolutions for your problems in a moment. And then once you truly feel that you are in the moment, well, then there's a trust and belief kicking in. You believe the resolution is great. You believe that this resonates with you. You believe, and then you take actions to go and do what you felt the best resolution for you is. Well, thank you so much. If you like my show, please like it, subscribe for my YouTube channel. And I would like to hear from you. Maybe you just comment on any of the concepts that I'm talking here, and maybe you share your own personal experiences of how you achieved being in a moment. How did you do it? I would like to know from you how and what method you're using in your life. It may be going for a walk in a forest, it may be painting, it may be all of these different ways of sitting with yourself in a moment. And in these moments, all the resolutions and solutions will come into you to help you to navigate through difficult times. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. And I really would like you to start to not ignore what you always been doing in the past. Don't ignore your internal state. If it is pain, discomfort, if it's overthinking, it's overwhelm, stress, anxiety, depression, worry, well, it is a invitation. Don't ignore it. Start that little small process. 5 minutes. Down there, you have the link. I put it here. If you go there, download it, print it for yourself, and start to practice. So thank you so much, and I see you next week.